explain that content. I'll repeat once again. So if whatever the instructions they are given previously in your textbook, if you see, they have taken one as your, one second. Okay, we'll start. So today also we will be discussing with respect to the theory point of view only. See this, what, why we will be discussing with respect to the theory point of view means, so whatever the instructions we have considered, that is either with respect to the pass one assembler or pass two assembler. So now we have calculated with respect to the object code, all those things. So now we will be writing in terms of theory, how we are going to execute, how we are going to perform the operation, what do you mean by symbol, what do you mean by operand, what do you mean by address, what do you mean by instruction. So completely the theory part we will be discussing. For example, I'll tell one real time example. A plus b is equal, for example, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1. So I'm going to make an addition. For example, a plus b I'll be writing. So a value is how much? 1. B value is how much? 1. What we need to perform? We need to perform an addition. So as usual, we have calculated A plus B and we got the result. So now we will be explaining what do you mean by A. A is nothing but your variables. We are going to assign the value 1. B is also one particular variable I am going to take. So I am going to assign the value 1. So which operations you are going to do? Addition operation I am going to do. What results you are going to get? You are going to get the result too. That means that whatever the calculation part we have done, we will be talking in terms of theory part. That's all. So today also we will be discussing with respect to the theory content only. Okay, so we'll start the class. So the next topic what we will be discussing is symbol defining statement. I'll repeat once again. So the next topic what we will be discussing is symbol defining statement. See what I want to say, whatever the instructions you are going to do or whatever the labels you are going to do, everything we will be storing in the sim tab. I'll repeat once again. Let us, whatever instruction it may be or whatever labels it may be or whatever the address it may be, everything we will be storing in one particular case. That case we used to say it as what? Sim tab. Sim tab is nothing but a symbol table. I'll repeat once again. In short, we used to say it as what? Sim tab. So we will be telling that particular sim tab as what? Symbol table. So whatever the user defined symbol is there, everything we will be appearing in terms of labels. So I'll repeat once again. Whatever the symbols you are going to get, everything we will be appearing in terms of label. The label in turn we will be assigning the address value of that particular statement. For example, let us consider your home address. In your class 55 members is there. Each member will be having a unique address. For example, if I am going to point one particular student, A student, so that I am going to get an address. So B means address. So in this particular case, you need to understand there are two types of addresses will be there. One is your personal address, one more is your professional address. If anybody, if they are going to ask what is your professional address means, you will be telling I am studying in SVC college and will be giving the college address. 55 members also will be giving one particular address called a college address. If the same address, if anybody asks with respect to your personal address means, you will be giving your home address. So what I want to say in this particular case means, so in this for each particular student you will be getting two addresses, one with respect to the professional address, one with respect to the family home address. So whatever the, if it is professional means, so all 55 students you are studying in the college, you will be having one particular address called, that is SVC college address. So in this particular case what we will be doing, whatever the symbols you are going to get, the symbols we will be writing in terms of label. In turn the label we will be giving, assigning the address for that particular statement. For example, let us consider, I'll show you, I'll give one example in 1 second. I'll give one particular example. One second, I'm opening the word. See, for example, you will be getting that location 009, you will be getting address, you will be getting 3, you will be getting C loop, you will be getting C loop plus J sub. One second. 0003 C loop you will be getting plus J sub, you will be getting RD REC. Some instruction have taken. Okay, you can take any instruction, just have taken this particular instruction. So if you see this particular instruction, you will be getting C loop. Okay, this C loop indicates your C loop is nothing but your label part, is your label. Whatever plus J sub you will be getting, whatever J sub you will be getting, this is what your opcode. Next is RD REC. There is no SB here. So this is nothing but your addresses. We will be checking the addresses. So what I want to say, whatever the instructions you may take, just have taken here C loop. So like that you can take 0003 LDB. LDB means load base. So hash length, you may take anything. So whenever you are going to see any instructions, you will be getting the label part, you will be getting an opcode part, you will be getting an address part. So everything you will be storing in your symbol table. So that symbol table, in the symbol table you can have your labels, you can have your opcode, you can have your addresses. So what I want to say, for whatever the instructions you may give, you will be having a certain label in that particular label. For that particular label, we will be assigning the addresses to that particular label to perform an instruction. So everything we will be storing in your symbol table. That is what the logic I want to tell you, that whatever the instructions you may get, the instruction you will be getting the label part, you will be getting your opcode part, you will be getting your address part. Everything it will be stored it in your symbol table. For each label, we will be assigning the some addresses to perform the instructions. Okay. So next thing we will discuss here. So one more important thing is you will be finding assembler directives. So in your examination also they will be asking, explain the few assembler directives they will be asking. So explain, they are going to ask, explain the few assembler directives. So that what first assembler directive you are going to get is EQU. Can you see there? The first symbol we will be getting the assembler directors as what? EQU. EQU means equate. I'll repeat once again. What do you mean by EQU? EQ is nothing but an equate I will be taking. In that particular equate, we will be substituting the values for your labels or the values. So I'll repeat once again. EQU is nothing but your equate value I'll be taking. Equate means what I'm going to do here, I'm going to substitute the values for your labels or the symbol. I'll repeat once again. For substituting the values for your labels and the symbol, we will be using the symbol called equate. For example, let us consider for the addition of two programs, let us consider the program called addition of two numbers. For example, in that particular case, I'm going to take A value and B value. How many variables have taken? Two variables have taken. What are the two variables? A value have taken and B value have taken. So that now next thing I'm going to assign the values. So what values I'm going to take? For example, A is equal to is important now here. A is equal to 1. That means that we are going to initialize the 1 to the variable A. Next is B is equal to 1. That means that what? We are going to initialize the B value is equal to 1. So we will be giving certain values there. So in this particular case also, EQU is nothing but an equate. 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 What does that equate will do? It will substitute the values for your labels or the symbols. So whenever you're going to substitute the values or the label symbol, so we will be concentrating more on your constant values, or we will be concentrating more on your PC related values, that is program related values, or we will be concentrating more on your register to register operation or register to memory operation. What is that syntax you will be getting? The syntax is symbol EQU value. We will be giving certain symbol and we are going to equate that particular value. Equate is nothing but we will be assigning certain values. Here the values, it can be a constant value, or it can be your memory value, or it can be your register value, or it can be your PC value. That's all. So in your examination you need to write first is EQU. What is that EQ indicates? equate. What does that equate will do? It will substitute the values for your labels or the symbol. Next, what are the values you can take in the equate? It can have your numeric constant, you can have your register, relative values you can have, or register to register operations you can perform, or memory locations, or with respect to PC related operation. Write on the syntax. Syntax is symbol EQU value. Take one particular example. What they have taken now, one value you substitute and you assign the values. So you will be having, whenever you are going to make use of the registers, so we will be assigning certain values there. If you are going to use a register, equate a EQU 0, that is we will be assigning the value 0 to your register a. That means that x means you can take the value 1, l means you can assign the value 2. Like that, based upon the register we will be assigning. Okay, so this is what first assembler directors we will be using. Which is the first assembler directors I have used? First is EQU. EQU is nothing but your equate. What does that equate will do? It will substitute the values for your labels or the symbol. What are the things you can take in this particular EQU? You can take numeric constant, or you can take register relative value, or PC relative value, or register to register operation. What is the syntax you will be taking? Syntax is symbol EQU value. We will be assigning certain values to your symbol. Okay, so whenever it comes to the registers, you will be giving you will be having a various registers. Either you can have a register, x register, l register. For each register we will be assigning the values. A means it is 0, x means 1, l means 2. For example, symbol EQU value. Symbol is nothing but a register you can take. A, x, l, all those things you can take. EQU will be taking, I'll be assigning the values 0, 1 or 2. Okay, the next thing assembler directors I'll be using is org. So syntax is org value. I'll repeat once again. Second assembler directives I'll be taking as what? Org. Org means origin. I'll repeat once again. What do you mean by org? Org is nothing but your origin. What does that origin will do? Will set the location counter for the values to be specified. I'll repeat once again. What does that org will do? Org is nothing but your origin. ORIGIN, origin. Okay, what the origin will do? Will set the location counter. Whenever we are going to set the location counter, we will be specifying the values for that particular case. So in this particular case also, we will be assigning certain address to that particular program to work for the instruction. What is the syntax I'll be taking? Org value I'll be taking. What value you can have here? The values you can have either constant or you can have expression. For example, you can have 3, 7, like that. You can take any constant values, or you can take along with the expressions values. Okay, so in this particular case we will be using the word called location counter to specify the value. So we will be concentrating on the location counters. For example, what is that address? For example, let us consider LDB, some return address value is there. For the return address, we will be checking what the address is. So by taking that particular address, we will be moving with respect to the LDB part. So we will be having one particular memory. In that particular memory, all the addresses will be stored. I'll repeat once again. We will be taking one particular memory. In that particular memory, all the addresses will be stored. So based upon which instruction you want, we will be getting that particular instruction with respect to that particular memory locations, and we will be assigning the values. Okay, this is what the operations we will be discussing with respect to the ORG. Next, we will be discussing with respect to the expressions. So most of the assemblers we will be using in expressions. In this particular expressions, we will be discussing either with respect to the relative or with respect to the absolute values. Okay, I'll repeat once again. In this particular case, we will be using an expression. For what purpose I'll be using an expression means to evaluate the assembler to produce a single operand value or address. For example, let us consider a is equal to 3. If you see a, only one particular term we have taken, one particular value we have taken. Like that, if you are going to take a, b, you will be taking binary. Next, if you are going to take a, b, c, that is your terminal. So trinary value will be taking. So we will be concentrating only with respect to the single values. For example, I'll be taking a value and I'm going to assign the address. Okay. So I'll not take b value. Only it will be operating with respect to the single operand address. Whenever it takes a plus b plus c, all those things, we will be looking with respect to the other part of an expression. We will be discussing later. Okay. Now presently you look in your examination also they will be asking write a short note on expression. First, we will be writing what that expression will do, what are the two types of expressions. Just the theory part you will be writing in your examination. Okay. First, what the expression will do. Expressions is mainly used to evaluate your assemblers to produce a single operand address or with respect to the value part we will be expressing. So in this particular expression, you will be getting two types. One is absolute expression, one more is relative expression. I'll repeat once again. The expressions are classified into two types. One is your absolute expressions or with respect to the relative expressions. So absolute means we will be looking in independent to the program location constant. I'll repeat once again. Absolute means it is just an independent with respect to the program location. So whatever the program locations you are going to get, we will be specifying with respect to your own address and we will be specifying the constant values. But in terms of relative, we have to start with respect to the beginning of your program. Relative means we need to starting with starting address. For example, in many instructions, we have so in the many instructions we have taken the label called start. So in the many instructions we have taken an example called start. For example, I'll open the word so that I'll give an example. 1 second. We'll open this. For example, if I'm going to take an instruction 0 sum start 0. Sum start 0. Sum means what here? Label I'll be taking. Start is nothing but a raw code. 0 is nothing but an address. This means that we need to take starting address as 0 only. So that we have calculated many cases. So we have taken the starting address as 0, 0, 0, 0. So whenever you are going to take the starting address in terms of 0, that we are going to say it as what? Relative addresses. So if you are going to take starting address, you can take, for example, some other cases you will be taking starting address as 1000. Some address will be taking 1000. So we will be assigning the value, or some other cases I'll be taking the starting address as 2000. We have not specified whether you need to take the address from the starting location itself. So that is up to the instruction part, what address we have to take, whether whatever the instructions we are going to take, whether whenever it is taking the address starting address as 0, that particular address we used to say it as what? Relative addresses we will be taking. So whenever you are going to take the address, you can take anything. That is either it can be 1000 or it can be 2000 or it can be 3000. So that type of addressing we used to say it as what? Relative addressing. Okay. So I told you that in this particular expressions you will be getting two types. One is absolute and one more is relative. So absolute means independent with respect to the program location. So the constant is an absolute term. For example, you can take 1000, you can take 2000, you can take 3000. Starting address you can take. Okay. But in the relative part, we have to start with the beginning of your program itself. Beginning of your program means we have to take the starting address in terms of 000 only. Whatever the labels you are going to get on the instructions or with respect to the data or with respect to the references, everything will be stored it in your memory, that in terms of we will be calculating your relative address. Okay. So expressions, generally for what purpose I will be using an expression? To evaluate an assembler which has to produce a single operand values, or it has to produce a single operand addresses. For example, I'm going to give the value a. A is nothing but what? Single operand. So we will be performing the operation only with respect to the a. We will not take b, we will not take c. For example, if you take a, b, we will be taking binary. More than one particular pass you will be passing, that we used to say it as what? Multi-pass assembler we will be telling. So that everything theory we will be discussing in the further class. So in this particular expression, you will be getting two types. One is absolute, one is relative. Absolute means it is independent to the program location. You can take any constant memory location. No need to start with 0. If it is relative means we have to start from the beginning of your program. It has to start from the 0. Whatever the instructions you are going to get, whatever the data you are going to get, whatever the labels you are going to get, everything we will be storing in your memory, and we will be calculating the next address to be checked. Okay, this is with respect to the expression part. Next important thing, program blocks we will be discussing. Program blocks, for what purpose I will be using the program blocks means whatever the program you are going to get, we will be dividing in terms of segments that has to be rearranged with the single object programming unit, and the control sections it has to translate with respect to the independent object unit. See, if I want to give some real-time example in the program block means, let us consider your operations. So for example, for example, you need to write a program for your operations. So operations means what are arithmetic operations, let us consider. You need to write an program for your arithmetic operations. So what are the operations you can do? Plus you can do additions, you can do subtraction, you can do multiplication, you can do division, you can do modulus, you can do. These are the various operations I can do in your arithmetic operation. Yes or no? For example, for addition, I will be writing some small pseudocode. For subtraction, I will be writing some small pseudocode. For multiplication, I will be writing some small pseudocode. Like that, I will be writing for your division part, I will be writing your module part. So that whatever the program you are going to get, that program I am going to divide it into 5 parts, 5 sub programs I am going to make. Whatever the 5 sub programs you have written, everything it will be executing in your main program. We know that all program will be executing in your main program. What I want to say, whatever the complete program you got, we have divided into pseudocode. So pseudocode means some small code we have written. For addition have written some small program. For subtraction have written. For multiplication have written. For division have written. Whatever the small code you have written, everything I will be calling in your main function, and I will be executing. So what I want to say, whatever the complete instructions you got, the complete instructions we are going to break in terms of segments. So each segment will be performing one particular operation to calculate your object program. Once you are going to complete your object program, finally it will be translating to your programs. So instructions to be completing your task. So program blocks name indicates that we need to perform the blocks. Blocks is nothing but complete instructions we will be dividing in terms of segment. Each segment will be performing the operation. So I'll be giving one more real-time example to you. For example, in the companies, if they want to develop the software, only one person will not develop a software. I'll repeat once again. In the company, if they want to develop a software, only one person he can't develop a software. One particular group will be there. That particular group, they will be working with respect to the requirement part. One more team will be working with respect to the design part. One more team will be working with respect to the implementation part. One more team will be working with respect to the testing part. One more team will be working with respect to the delivery part. So each operations will be performing. Finally, they are going to consolidate it. They are going to check, and they are going to deliver the software. What I want to say, one, if you want to develop one particular software, these are the team members. They are going to perform the operation. Once everything is fine, they are going to consolidate it, and they are going to deliver the software. Like this, what we will be discussing in the program block means whatever the instructions you are going to get, the complete instructions we will be dividing in terms of segments. For each segment, we are going to assign object code to perform the operation. Once if everything is has been completed, finally we will be sending to the instructions with respect to the object code. Yes, whatever the operations have done, we have completed the operations, we can proceed, we can execute the operation. This is what we will be discussing in a program block. Main thing what I want to say, in the program blocks, we will be dividing the blocks into 3 terms. I'll repeat once again. We will be dividing in terms of 3 blocks. First is unnamed block. Second, we will be discussing with respect to the C data. Third, with respect to the C blocks. C data is nothing but your control data. C blocks is nothing but your control block. The first block is mainly used for the executable instructions of a program. That generally we will be telling as what first program or second program or third program. In your examination also, you can write it as the program blocks. We will be dividing in terms of 3 blocks. That is first program block, second program block, third program block. What does that first program block will do? The first program will block will concentrate on your executable instructions, whether the program is executing or not, whether whatever the program you have done, whether you have gotten errors, whether you got errors or not, it will be checking. If you get an errors, we will be once again rectifying what errors you got, and we will be performing the operation. So the first block operations, we will be concentrating more on your executable instructions. Second, we will be concentrating on your C data. C data is nothing but your control data. We will be concentrating on your data part with respect to the words, whether you got few words or with respect to the less word, whatever the data you have got, whether it is working properly or not. Along with that length, we will be calculating whether it can be your 12 bits or whether it can be your 16 bits. We will be checking with respect to your length. For example, in your mobile phones, if the memory card is 8 GB, so that it will occupy only the memory only 8 GB only. If you upload, if you want to insert the data more than 8 GB, it is not possible. Yes or no? So like that, we will be checking the data, whether whatever the data they have given, whether they are correct data, whether they are calculating in terms of addresses, whether it belongs to the 12-bit address or whether it belongs to the 16-bit address. With that length of length, we will be calculating the second program block. Okay, the third program block, that is C blocks. C blocks means control blocks. We will be discussing, we will be talking in terms of larger blocks of memory. We will be talking in terms of larger blocks of memory. Whatever the memory you are going to get, in that particular case, it has to satisfy with respect to that particular memory. So whenever, for example, you have 2 GB, so we will be uploading the files only with respect to 2 GB only. You can't upload the files more than 2 GB itself. If you upload more than 2 GB, you will be getting an error. The file will not get uploaded. Like that, we will be looking in terms of memory. What the memory value is there, all those things we will be checking. Okay, this is with respect to the program blocks. They are given theory part. So instructions, we are same thing we are writing in terms of theory. So the next part is control sections and program linking, that I'll do it in the next class. Okay, if any student, if you got any doubts with respect to today's topic, you can ask me. So what I want to say, completely theory from now or from yesterday's class. Now what we will be discussing, only theory part only we will be discussing. So whatever the part we will have calculated, the object code, all those things, it's completed. Now from yesterday's class till what we will be discussing in the further classes, all those things we will be discussing only the theory part only. Okay, theory means, so what we have studied in the beginning case, how we have calculated the instructions, you have seen many instructions, all those things. By taking that as your base, they are writing in terms of theory part. If any student, if you got any doubts, so you can ask me with respect to the today's class. Any doubts? Vivek, Yatindra, ಏನ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೇನಪ್ಪ?
ಸರ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಸಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿಮಾ, ಏನ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೇನಮ್ಮ? ಓಕೆ, ಸಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿಮಾ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸೊ. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಡಿ ಸಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯೇನಮ್ಮ? All theory only. Theory means whatever the thing we have discussed previously for calculating your object code, that we are writing in terms of theory. That's all. ಏನ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಡಿ ಸಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
Okay, one thing I want to tell you, that another 10 or 15 minutes is there. Go through the notes, what I have said now, go through it. If you find any difficulties, where if you have not understood anywhere, you can ask me in the next class. Okay, so in the why I am going to leave 10 minutes or 15 minutes early means, go through the notes, what I have done today's class. Sir ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. If you have understood, it's well and good. If you have not understood, if you find any difficult with respect to any topics, if you have not understood, I have told you that my mobile number is in the group, so that you can call me also, you can ask me the doubts, or in the next class what I am going to do now, you can ask me there itself. Okay, if there is no doubts, we will wind up the class by tomorrow or by this week. You think by this week I'll be completing your module 1, so that from next week onwards we'll start with the module 2. So for one request from my side is, you have to study. Okay, if you study, you will find easy. If you are not studying, everything you will find difficulty only. Okay, so at least half an hour you go through the notes. go through the previous year question paper. If you find anywhere not understood, if you're not understanding anywhere, so that you're free to call me. My phone number is there in the group or in the